Oh, my wiener.
Oh, is that like crackling? Is that the ice?
Yeah, you're right. Just gonna establish that we're gonna establish that Imon just pointed out all the dirty stuff about Boku no Hero Academia. I want to mention that she said I was like Mineta, but she's the one pointing it out. This inappropriate pose with Jubilee and Froggy Girl. Yep, and Earphone Jack. Oh, Earphone Jack, that's her name. I call her Jubilee. And we got this little bent over thing, and Bakugo's like, yeah, go ahead and suck it. Then, yep, and then, well, I was like, look, Mineta's like the safest dude here, and then he's actually staring at them titties and like squeezing one out right there. He's literally squeezing one out the tube right there.
This?
Yeah.
That's just dirty.
She's always been dirty.
Yeah, she is.
She's always her.
Yeah, but
her
for them to
literal
have it on
power
there.
is to fling sperm.
Yeah, that's
acidic
exactly what I
sperm.
said when
Wow,
I
you
said
guys
you.
are thinking.
Welcome to Koi Monster Cafe.
Oh.
Welcome to the Monster Cafe. Monster Candy.
Oh, hello, Candy. Hi. Hi. Wow. Okay. What the hell?
This is America.
Black man. Black man.
Me?
You just a black man.
You're a Black Panther. Black woman.
Black man.
Shooting star, I've come so far.
Can't go back.
A whole new world with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you.
Nothing really matters. Anyone
Hey.
can see. Nothing really matters.
はい、わかりました。どうも。
Nothing really matters.
Imon going to the rooftop club, all dressed up. Ah, let's see. So I ordered a Black Panther, and I don't know what the hell it is. It looks like T'Challa frozen, but I don't freeze. I don't even get it. I don't get the symbolism. What is this supposed to be? Vibranium?
The flowers are African.
What the hell? What kind of racist shit is that? Oh shit, what's this one? What is this? Hoppion. Oh, Rapunzel! Ah, I get it. Okay. There's the Infinity War. That's pretty dope. Is that supposed to be Loki or no? What is that supposed to be? Alright, so we just finished the superhero custom drinks and shit. What did you think about it?
It was fun. I like the guy shaking things.
What did you order?
Die Hard.
Die Hard, and what else?
And Leon, the professional.
Nice. We're out here drinking Shibuya. I got the otaku girl, I got the cute girl, and then I got her. She said no. There's no classification. Come find us. Come find us.
Find us.
People. People.
Elle est iranienne. Et les mecs, tout le monde dit qu'elle est une amie.
Why is it not working? Alright, here we are. Crazy. I don't even know where to go.
Okay, that's cool.
This is totally messing with my brain.
It's my group.
Whoa! Wait, there's so much more going on here. Yeah. Wow. Pose, Crystal. Yeah. Ladies walking. Did you get bit, babe? Your titties are red. No. Did you get bit? Jellyfish? No? Okay. Somebody slapped around your titties? Oh, okay. Oppa is kida. Me?
おっぱいとお尻どっちが好き？
Ah, 知らない。難しい。難しい。I don't know.
決められないんだよね。
Sometimes ass, sometimes titties. Terry, how about you? Yeah, equal. I'm equal. Equal oppai opportunist.
Japanese men only love oppa.
Oppai, right?
Yeah, they don't care about.
Oshiri, yeah.
They don't go for that. No, I don't know why. They don't go for ass in Japan at all.
Right? Too bad for you. Okay. That was a jump, kind of a jump. Oh God. What the fuck? Wow. I got that. Jenny. His face.
Right fit on you.
Do something funny. That's not funny. Be sexy. No, that's not sexy. Nobody wants that.
Yes.
That's not sexy at all.
ちょっとさせないな。
You broke the camera. Yeah. We are about to kick it off here with a big episode, probably, I'm not sure, but it's called, last one was called All for One. This one is called, I think,
Something of peace?
yeah, the Symbol of Peace. I think this is called Symbol of Peace, and that's all my...
Dun dun
So
dun.
that should be interesting.
You're watching the Weekly Wednesday. What's up? I'm Warrior Princess, bitches. Ew.
The section of my channel, oops, I put the wrong thing down. The section of my channel where I tell you everything that's been going on in my life in 1 week. Bitches! No bitches, not now. No bitches right now. I gotta put this, I've been cleaning actually. Today, if I do it like that, am I still upside down? I wonder if I'm upside down when this video goes through. Huh. I just flip my phone around, or does it automatically fix itself? I never thought about that before. Alright, let's just keep it as is. I'm doing some reorganization right now. Remember that bed I broke a few months ago? Well, Aka is fixing it now. Aka's gonna fix it, and also I'm gonna replace the light in here. Just doing a bit of housework, getting all that shit together. And damn, it's clouds, motherfucker. They're looking good right now. Damn, let me see if I can get you guys to see this without looking at the mirror, looking at the how I be living. Hold on, let's go right here. Okay. You guys see that? I feel rain though, also. Oh, that's dope. That's real dope, right? Alright, cool. I don't know why, but I feel rain as well. Ooh. Storm's coming. So, anyways. Damn it, now I can't get my feet messy on this fucking... This futon, the tatami. I gotta be careful about that. Alright. I guess let's chat. What have we been up to recently? My hair looks terrible right now. That's the only problem is when you keep it all nice, I gotta get my, I'm gonna have to redo my hair over the weekend. I'm gonna be meeting Jason Momoa this weekend. Taking a photo with him at HollyCon. Ray Fisher, Cyborg, he's out here right now. And he just arrived in Japan, and he'll be touring around doing something. It'd be kind of cool to just chat with him, but in terms of taking a photo with him, a paid photos, this is Akasan ain't got that kind of sway. They making good money from these convention photos nowadays. For reals, man. Like every convention is now doing like the photo session thing. And like I think Jason Momoa has like $250 something now, which is interesting. But I'm still seeing if I can go in costume or not, because that's the only reason I would take the photo. I mean, it's kind of cool to go up to him and shit, and like, I gotta think of like what kind of pose. Maybe you guys can help me. You get a choice of like what kind of pose you can do with them. I was thinking he's into piggyback rides, so I was thinking I could give him a piggyback ride and then take the photo, but that dude's got 4 inches on me, and I think he's a year older than I am, 4 inches taller than me, and I think I beat him in weight though, probably, especially here. Anyways, so I'm thinking about that right now, but I'm just really trying to rest up to make sure I take a good photo on top of that. No allergies around here and shit. I haven't been doing the weekly Wednesday What's Up for the last couple of weeks. My apologies about that. I've just really been busy doing the going to the beach. On top of that, been a little stressed with New York Comic Con, some personal shit at work as well, with just really fake ass people that. It's been building. It's been building. I gotta catch myself before it's too late, and I end up like getting in a fight, beating the shit out of somebody, and it getting deported or losing my visa over trivial stuff. But it can build up sometimes, and the fact of everything that's been going on with Trump recently, atop of what was the thing that really ticked me off was something when he called a black woman a dog and shit, like that really annoyed me, and it started to irk me a lot about I suppose white privilege. Really, I don't know if it's white privilege, rich privilege, I don't know, but just everything that Obama had to go through and how clean he had to be during his presidency, and how respectable he had to be compared to the way the current president is, and how it seems like nothing affects, or nothing, there's like no consequence for his actions, really sort of hit home for me a lot in terms of living here in Japan. My home is the whole idea of coming out here. I literally have to spend a lot more money to look respectable, to act, and I have to act 5 times more respectable and mature and handle myself just that much more professional than whatever type teacher, primarily white, I suppose, that will brag about sleeping around with students, that will really abuse. Not even abuse. Like isn't even aware about it, and it's just really, I guess, abusing the system, but not knowing they're doing it, or not really caring or having any respect for particular education, and there's no problem. And well, sometimes we'll actually get more students than me. So it can. I think it really. Sometimes gets annoying. Sometimes I tend to fester in the idea of wanting justice, of wanting something to happen, something to, not necessarily revenge, but just for things to actually be right with the world, I suppose. And that's where that frustration starts to lead into, and then when you start to hear more and more bragging about the said person's personality or whatever, and they're so full of themselves, you just really want to be like, Berserker Barrage, right? But it's all good. Aya calmed me down, and I talked to a few other people, and I'm a little more chill now. But I am thinking about like changing up jobs and just removing myself from that kind of, like, you know, as you guys already know from previous situations, I always try to remove myself from people that I would be associated with that would cast upon a negative image of myself. You know, you don't want to put yourself in that sort of group. So I am sometimes thinking about like just relocating again and changing up my life again, because I don't know if I really want to be looked at as part of that kind of group that does that sort of thing. I just wish there was a better way and such. I don't know. Maybe it's not really that big of a deal, but it has started to build a little bit more, and I think also a lot of my coworkers have been leaving as well, and so that also hints at like, damn man, maybe you do need to get on out of there and do something different with your life, do something a little more respectable or so. But I like my students, so I just try to stay in my world. I like my students. I like the people who come in, who select me. For those of you that don't know, like the type of job that I work as, it's kind of freelance. It is freelance. It's freelance teaching, and so people just pick you really based on your personality, your teaching style, and what have you not. So those that do pick me, it's all good. I love it, and I love teaching them, and they're really cool people, and usually very young, and they have a lot of artistic. They have an artistic future ahead of them, things like that. So that I respect so much. I cannot wait tomorrow to actually speak with one of my students about My Hero Academia. We haven't spoken like 2 weeks, and I know she saw the movie like a long time ago, so I've been wanting to talk to her about it. So it's some real, like that point I can never disagree with, is the fact that the people that do choose me, I always respect and I appreciate that. So that's the main thing that I'm holding on to, that keeps me going. It's just there's other times where you're just like, what? And then let's not even get into YouTube. The stuff that's been going on with YouTube like crazy recently, the copyright stuff has really increased like tenfold, and I'm so afraid that there's going to be more stuff happening in the future. People are getting strikes for like 3-year-old things, and I'm just like, come on now. At this point, really? Is anybody watching those videos? Just take the fucking video down instead. Like, do you really need to give a strike? Like, I've never quite understood that idea of a strike. It's kind of like a sanction or something like that. It's kind of like, you know, those copyright strikes. Claims is one thing, but a copyright strike is the idea that you're using material that is like so blatantly obvious that it's illegal and that you shouldn't be doing it like that, right? But when I really start to think about the type of copyright strikes that people are getting, it's hard to call whether or not, like, it's not like the idea is that it was supposed to be obvious. Man, you shouldn't be doing that, right? But the thing about it is the fact that a lot of that stuff, when you see those copyright strikes and you look at it, you're just kind of like, well, you know, here's other material from the same company that's being able to be used like that, right? And here's, let's not get into other studios who are completely fine with it. So it's this weird gray matter that I think actually it just hinders the ability for people to do things. Like, for example, when I first started getting copyright strikes, I couldn't stream anymore on YouTube. Ecomog is going through that same thing right now. So what's going to happen? We just go to Twitch, right? How is that helping YouTube? How is that helping anybody? We're going to still continue making videos, but now the entire audience isn't coming over, right? I'm more about the blocking situation. I'm fine with people blocking it. Like, for example, I have a strike now for My Hero Academia, and that was for season 2. But there's still plenty of other people, which is crazy, putting up full fucking reactions with the video in the corner. The 30 minutes, the whole 30-minute show in the corner. Now, I can't compare and shit, but yeah, that like, I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? So I got a strike for using I think it was 3 minutes, a 3-minute clip or something like that. I got a strike for that, and it's like, yo, come on now. And so but I'm still doing it. I'm still pushing forward with it because it's still something that people want to see, and I understand that the companies are not really so aware of it. But I do think it's like, yo, if you're going to go through the small thing, particularly Viacom, let's not get on Viacom. Viacom situation is a whole nother thing about 10-year-old footage, animation. But with My Hero Academia, I'm like, yo, man, if you're going to be striking people for 5 minutes of content, you best be striking people for putting the entire episodes up. Like, that's the one that nobody's coming to my channel. Nobody's coming into my channel because they haven't seen the My Hero Academia episode from 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Or 1 year ago. Nobody's coming to my channel for Shingeki because they missed the Shingeki episode. Nah, man, there's plenty of other places they can get the full episode without me talking over it. They come because they want that content. And if there was an easier way, without using the footage, so they don't have reference points, I would start doing that. In fact, I saw something on Nico Nico Doga where they actually made the screen really black and white, and you can kind of still tell what's going on in the episode, but it's not completely like, you can still kind of tell, but it's really looks different. I might start doing that actually in the near future. Really start changing the screens and such. Anyways, and then the last stress is really just New York Comic Con. I really wanted to have a panel at New York Comic Con with myself, Tyrone Magnus, Echo Mog, Blind Wave. Like, this would have been a super fucking panel, but I was rejected by New York Comic Con because they said they had too many entries. And I mean, I filled mine out like months and months ago, so I've been waiting for their decision. It's not the one I wanted, but I appreciate that they did get back to me when they said they were. I really am curious what other panels they've got on that list, because I felt like our names was strong enough, and our personalities and our presence was strong enough to really have a good, healthy discussion about fandom, SJWs. But I think that's also one of the bigger problems is people look at my channel or others' channels like mine are particularly just completely pure reaction channels, and they have this I don't know, they have a stigmatism about it, or they have a stigma about it compared to what we actually really do. When you look at, and I'm talking about myself, Adam, Havoc from Hyper RPG, even Blind Wave. I know Blind Wave, I don't know if they consider themselves a reaction channel, but I know that they do a lot other things. But even them, Comics Explained, that was another guy I was inviting, and then one guy that runs an Instagram channel for the Flash. That's the kind of thing that I was putting together, was fans that happen to have some sort of channel and they're influencers talking about the fandom, talking about having a really good, healthy roundtable discussion about what we perceive a fandom today as, and the outrage culture and things like that. But it's very possible that people industry-wise will look at our channels and just be like, oh, reaction channel, not much input there, not much content there. But, you know, if you look at the same way people might look at Comics Explained and be like, this guy's just literally narrating comic books and talking about comic books. But if you really start listening to what a lot of them have to say, especially like Armin from Comic Book Cast and Comics Explained, these are some really smart motherfuckers and can really handle themselves, and given the right opportunity, could literally make a nice, well, most of us could make a nice, well-produced show, particularly Adam Havoc, in what we do. So, anyways, it's okay, whatever. It's a struggle, uphill battle, but there's still, that doesn't mean we give up, that doesn't mean I give up. I just look for something else. So I'm gonna start looking for event halls. I really want, and this is also the thing that kind of was bothering me the last week or so, is YouTube had a New York, what did they have? They had a New York Summit. No, sorry, they had a Creators Summit. I was not invited to. But for whatever reason, there was a dude I know who runs a very nice channel, 89,000 subscribers about Japan, and he got the invite like 2 months ago or so. So so there's little things like that sometimes that kind of bother me. It's like, all right, come on now. You guys see what I'm doing on the channel. You guys see why people are tuning in. I think you can give me a little bit of more just due than just being some sort of reaction channel, because that's not what it's ever been about. There are reactions on the channel, but there's still a lot more going on. Talking about the news, some controversies, talking with fans every week now with the Comics Plus thing going on. We're doing interviews, trying to get together some of those goddamn skits out there, and just really trying to get it. But that's the bigger thing, is that when it comes to the reactions, it starts to overshadow. And so from first glance, I think a lot of sponsors sometimes look at it and be like, oh shit, that's all he does, or that's all is on the channel. But it's all right. We'll play it, or we'll play this game, and however long it takes, because the way things are looking now with all the copyright stuff, most of us actual fans won't be able to be doing too many more videos on YouTube anyways. And then unless they want to become like a pure reaction channel and start reacting to other YouTubers, and maybe even that well is dry at this point. Who knows? I don't know. It's just things I'm thinking about. But the first things first, I just gotta keep my head focused and really still try to establish a nice event hall or something where we can run the conference. And because I definitely think it would be beneficial for all parties involved to really help showcase. And I think this is the biggest reason why I wanted to do this so much, is I really wanted to help showcase these other channels are more than just reactors, more than just a reaction channel. It's fine if they're just running, some of them are running just reaction channels, but I think the people that I invite definitely have a lot more to say in terms of the industry, what's going on. They're fans, but they definitely still care about things, you know, like myself. Anybody that's ever actually sat down in a chat with me or a stream, you know that there's a lot more to say than just what's put on a reaction. So that's what I really wanted to help showcase with the other cats, and also for the industry as well. We'll see. We shall see. And I also really want to talk about IMAX and video cameras, but that's a whole nother story. One day I'll have that chance. All right, yeah, and shout outs to Imon actually for coming by the last couple of weeks. That was kind of cool. I know I didn't do a weekly Wednesday What's Up afterwards, but it was cool to really be with her. And we actually we interviewed a few people about dating, and to do a follow up to our Love, Sex, and Magic type video from last year. But there was a big problem, and the video didn't really go through as well as we planned. Too many people were drunk, so oh well, scratch that idea. Can't showcase how diversified our channels are. We'll have to fix it up with something else. All right, take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon, and I will let you guys know what's up probably next week after we'll talk about Jason Momoa. Okay, I'm out. Peace.